Hey guys, welcome to M Plants. Today's video is a very interesting one because if you have a look over here, my purple heart plant in the ground, which is grown straight in the ground, it's going a bit out of control, and it's a succulent. You don't need to care for it. They don't need a lot of water. All they need is light in abundance that helps them to keep this color, which is the purple color. So if you need a different color in your garden and you want a plant where you do not need to take any care of it and it's not green in color, a little different color, purple heart is a great option because it's a succulent. You don't need to care of it, absolutely no care. And let's propagate it today and see how can we propagate it easily. You can also grow in pots as well. Let's have a look. The first thing I would do is you can either use scissors, but these are so soft that even if you just use your hand, you can easily break them like this. So I'll just break all of them one by one. And the best thing to do is, if you have a lot of purple heart plant, just give it to someone and they can have it in their garden as well. Have a look. So much of purple heart plant I have, and I never look at this plant. I never water this plant. It's just always outside. Whenever it rains, it gets water, and but yes, it gets light in abundance. It gets that sunlight as well in the morning for like 5-6 hours. That's why I have so much of purple heart plant. But yes, let's start propagating it. So what I'll do is the bottom leaves, I'll just remove those leaves. I have a pot over here. I'll just take the soil out. Just half of the pot with the soil. So I have half of the pot with the soil over here. The normal soil, the normal garden soil. You don't need to have any special soil for it. There's no need to add anything. Just these stick. Let's start putting them one by one. There's one thing that we need to be careful, like for example, if this is the one that I want to propagate and if I'm putting it in the soil, I have to be very gentle because the stick is very soft. It's not that wood, and if I press it too hard, it will break very easily. So I have to be very gentle while propagating this plant. But apart from that, it's very easy to propagate. There's no need to add any special soil or fertilizer or anything to propagate this one. Now because I've added a lot of them in one pot, all I'll do is I'll just make sure I'll just add some soil so that they don't get exposed very easily. Press the soil hard so that they get support, and that's about it. You just need to leave it somewhere where it does not get direct sun, because it's we have taken it out from somewhere. It's in a shock, a little bit of shock. Once it is established and you see that they all go very tight and you can see new leaves coming up, that's when you know that the plant is all settled. Then you can put it outside somewhere in ground or in full sun. Now with me, I have so much of purple heart plant that I'm not planning to keep it with me. I will just give it to someone for free, because that ways people can have plants at their home. They don't need to pay a lot of money. I have seen these succulents, people selling it so expensive, which is not necessary according to me. All I need to do is, if I have a lot of succulents with me, I can just give it to someone for free. So yeah, that's what I'll do. That's done, and one pot of purple heart is ready. And when you propagate these plants, you can also sell them like on marketplace or anywhere else for like cheap prices, maybe let's say $5 or something like that, and anyone can buy it and they don't need to invest a lot of money in those big garden centers. And with that, I have 2 pots of purple heart plant ready, simply to give it to someone who will keep it nicely and have a beautiful garden.